Yo, welcome back to episode whatever the fuck of whatever the fuck. This is V versus Devo Da Kid. I don't really know this battle. I think I might have watched it once or twice. Yeah, YouTube said I watched it. I don't remember doing so. But, maybe it'll, jog my memory as I watch it. It doesn't mean, it's a bad battle. It just means I should, smoke less pot. But anyway, let's get into it. By that, I mean smoke some more pot. Oh, Diablo. Diablo takes charge of shit in a way that I appreciate. Okay. That's nice, actually. That's pretty simple, but not a bad bar. I don't know. I can't lie. I like bars like that, where it's not like a name flip, but you are kind of flipping your own name. Hollow did that one time, and it was really fucking cool with the Hollow Eli name. That wasn't as cool as Hollow's, but that's kind of what it reminds me of, and it's super cool. And I dig bars like that. Yeah, I can get carried away doing that too much, honestly, but yeah, the way he did it was nice. Nice. Okay. Spelling bars, Alright, this is getting a little spelling-y. Spelling bars aren't awful. They're not my favorite thing, but they're cool. He left out the duh. He just said Devo Kid, which, is in his name, not his whole name. Just saying. That's funny. I fuck with his energy a lot. He's not like overdoing it. But he is like projecting really well. He is announcing everything, really pronouncing everything really effectively to where you can understand what he's saying. Not every bar is like insanely fire, but every bar is at least a bar, you know? He's not saying nothing. So I fuck with it. That's fire. Here's the thing. I did kind of realize reference bars. They're risky. If no one gets the reference, kind of just is a total miss, you know. But if you make the reference really nice and enough people get it, I guess it's fine. Like, if you say a reference I get, it's fire. If you say a reference I don't get, it's kind of like, okay, I'm just going on how it sounds. So, you know, just be careful with that. If you're gonna do references, know that not everyone watches the same shit as you. Not everyone, you know, shares your fucking Netflix account. Not everyone, has Xbox and Game Pass and all the cool shit that, you know, you might have. So, you know, just be conscious of that when you write shit. I got that reference, though, so it's fire. I'm digging V so far, so sounded inappropriate, but that was fire. Again, like, that's one of those references I don't even know how I get it. So maybe that's just like a universal reference that is kind of just ingrained into like cultural psyche of America, you know? Because like I don't think I've ever seen that fucking show, but I get that reference, you know? Like the car that fucking talked to him in the 80s, right? I don't know. So that's fire. Like certain references might be like universal to just like pop society, pop culture in general, that it's well known enough that even though I don't think I've ever seen a fucking episode of that show, I still get the reference, and I think that's probably the same for like 90% of people. But anyway, that's a fire fucking bar. And the way he put it all together, the setup, the punchline, it was just a really good line. I liked it. Diablo. He's just talking, like, and it's fire. Like, he's doing some fire talking, too. Like, he ain't saying nothing on nothing. Here's the thing with that. That could have came off, like, super cheesy and not came across very well. Because, I'm not gonna lie, you couldn't hear some of the shit that he was saying, but, like, you could tell he was saying, something a bit coded. Let's put it that way. And it wasn't really for the camera. And that was kind of the point. And, I don't know, I fucked with it. Like, shit like that, you can do if you do it well, if it's in the right spot, if you don't overdo that. Like, sometimes leaving the audience out is a fire tactic of being like, nah, this shit ain't for some of you. And, like, just making that, like, you know, you're kind of emphasizing the fourth wall even further in a way. And, like, purposely being like, you know, there's a background narrative to me that isn't for this stage, but I can present that. But fuck the people who get it, or fuck the people who don't get it. You know, listen if you do, kind of shit. And, like, whatever. I don't, like, there's a certain amount of, like, don't always be rapping for the audience. This is, battle rap is one of the few, like, art forms or, like, whatever, where, one, it is kind of a sport, and two, it is, like, a kind of, I don't want to say selfish kind of art form, but there is a certain amount of, like, you should be authentic to yourself and not compromise to the audience, if that makes sense, you know? And because part of battle rap to me, and part of, like, a round is, like, respectability, you know? Like, if you just have, like, a certain presence or whatever that's irritating, it's hard to like you, it's hard to like your bars then. And in battle rap, like, it's a lot more personal than it is any other art form, honestly. So, yeah. I feel like I broke that down way more than I had to. But yeah, whatever. It's my job, bitch. I'm sorry, that was way too aggressive. Yeah, I fuck with this round so far. Not the strongest way to end it, but not a bad way. He got his round off pretty clean. I don't think there were any slip-ups or anything. A couple bars were to me, but other than that, yeah, there was a lot of fire shit too. I fucked with it. I think he had, like, 2 really, really good bars, and they were kind of, like, back-to-back, and, they were, like, placed perfectly, like, not in the middle, but a little bit after the middle, you know, so, like, it almost had, like, an incline to a climax, and then, yeah, like, that's just how you fucking frame shit in storytelling and fucking movies, whatever. Yeah, super fire. But, let's get into the other half of this battle. baby Glock. Leave the bitch depressed. Like, I know post-mortem, or not post-mortem, what is it, partum depression or some shit is like a thing. Is that what he's alluring to? Is that what he's trying to say? I don't know, it was a weird thing. Like, the setup didn't really correlate to the punchline for me. I don't know, like, there was some decent wordplay, like depressed and a deep rest, like that was kind of fire, but none of it was really connected to anything. And I don't know, I guess like if you're going for a rapid fire kind of thing, but then like you still have to make the setups pay off in some sort of way. You can't just set shit up and then punch somewhere else, I don't think, you know, like that doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but you know, whatever. It's the first bar, so
I seen that weak ass shit you had for Desi, and you better go with your best shit. Catch me wildin' out with this big candy on. Think the DJ, cause I'll give a nigga the buzz. That shit, my checklist. I leave a nigga in white dirt, whole team teed up, like I'll be wearing white shirts. Devo Da Kid, long clip, watch my little movie work. The kickback make my shoulder move. Bah! On the Rio, that's a little Uzi first.
I don't know. Maybe it's me. He's doing a bit too much. Like he's when I watched Sin, Sin's like a good example of not overdoing anything with his like hands, or like his body movements aren't so much that they take away from what he's saying. Here he's doing so much that I don't know. I don't really. I'm having trouble paying attention to what he's even saying, and then what he's saying doesn't really correlate with itself sometimes. And it's just, alright. Like, he's saying punchlines, but they're not really equating to the rest of the fucking setup to me. It's okay. Okay. I'll go pro him. Like, I don't know, some of these things are weird. And then he said bozoin. Like, has bozo ever been used as a verb before? Bro, quit bozoing. With your bozoing ass over there. Like, what? Alright, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. He's doing a lot of movement that to me is throwing me off. And then he's like talking as if I should be paying really close attention to everything he says, but then like he just abandons setups, and it's like, why am I paying attention so much if you're not going to follow through on the setup and not have a punchline for that? You know what, like, I don't know, that's me. From a writing standpoint, it's a bit all over the place. It's a bit writing just to write to me, rhyming just to rhyme. He's not really saying anything of great value to me, or at least not in comparison to V. So, my opinion. Bozoing is not a fire insult to me. Plus, clown, like, alright, yeah, I don't like those fucking movies to begin with. I think they're fucking ridiculous. You can beat the fucking clown by insulting it and being like, yo, I'm not afraid of you. Oh no, my weakness. Like, bro, that's a bitch ass fucking... That's the weakest weakness I've ever heard, is just someone not being afraid of you. Like, that's bitch shit right there, man. And that's who we keep. Pennywise, like, fuck that clown. I hate that movie. Like, it's such a shit movie. Anyway, people keep making fucking bars about it, and even though I don't like the movies, I can be like, okay, that's a good bar, but so many people have used that fucking bar now, that not only do I hate the movie, I hate the fucking bar, and now, like, because I hate both, I hate any bar about it, like, 10 times more. So, I'm sorry, you were already kinda not. Then you said bozoing. I don't remember what he said after that, because I got really angry about a fucking movie. Anyway. Yeah, I just keep getting sidetracked, bitching about movies on this show. Yelling at Star Wars and Stephen King movies and shit. I don't know. That was decent, actually. That was the... Okay. It's not... If I got the setup right, that was a decent punch. It's just everything before that was kinda... to me. Like, just not hitting, you know? But anyway. One point. He hasn't dug himself out of the it hole. That sounds weird. I'm not gonna call it that. Never mind. You know what I'm saying. A lot of points off for that one bar, but then, like, he got 1 point back. So. Stop it. You cannot just You cannot make names verbs, bro. Like, stop doing that. Like, I mean, I guess you can in very select instances, but, like, the way he's using it, he's just adding ing to the end of people's name and being like, yeah, he's Bell, I don't know, fuck it, I'm not digging it. I mean, at least he ends on decent punches. Like, his setups are ridiculous to me, but... And he's rapping halfway decent too, though. It's just... The blank different has been used a lot. The tonsils speak different bar was kind of fire. But other than that, that's something that's been kind of overused to me as well, and he's not really doing anything overly special with it, in my opinion, right now. And then he's saying everything like super, like, this is the punchline to everything. You know, the haymaker that you should be paying attention to is this bar. And then it ends, and then it's like, alright, same energy though. And it's like, alright, it's getting a little exhausting as a listener too. To like try to pay attention that much as if it is like the haymaker of the round every fucking bar, when it's kinda not. You know, and like, there's a certain amount of like, yeah, you should be confident that you are saying something fire, but don't, there's different energy throughout the round that you should try to project through. Project, that might not be the right wording. Like, if you just have the same energy the entire time, no matter what, it will get a little redundant. It will get a little stale to the listener. Even if you're like saying it in a really interesting way, if you say it the same way over and over, it gets repetitive. And then when you kind of have that, it's not like a pretentious tone, but like a tone of like, I'm saying damn near gospel at this time. You know, it's a bit like, alright, man, like, just, you can chill out, talk a bit, man. You know, it comes across a bit disingenuous, is, I guess, my point. Where I think what V did in his round was, like, really authentic and genuine to himself. I don't know, maybe that's just why it's kind of highlighting in my mind right now, how Devo is kind of presenting his round. It comes across a little artificial. And I guess in terms of, like, bar for bar, it might be equal on that front. It's just the presentation in which it's been given might be the biggest part of my problem with it. I don't know, like, I mean, he could have, you lost a dog, I lost a dog, but, like, you know, shown that, like, when you say dog, you mean a human being. I don't know, that was a bit weird, but yeah, all the different things still. Okay. I was still decoding the previous one. What about a pigeon? You don't eat, the birds don't eat you, you eat birds, we preach pigeons, is that what you said? Don't eat pigeons. Maybe I misinterpreted that because I was thinking of something else that he said. That might have been fire, but, yeah, don't eat pigeons, guys, like, for real. If that's the lesson I have to, have to give out to the world at this time, is don't eat pigeons. I guess that's my purpose here, is to tell you, pigeons are disgusting creatures. Don't eat them, dude. Like, they almost definitely have diseases. They're disgusting. Don't eat pigeons, bro. Come on. Don't be telling people to eat pigeons either. Like, you will not be happy if you eat a pigeon. But I mean, I don't know, freedom, America, eat a pigeon if you want. It's just, you're probably gonna get really fucking sick. I don't know, live your life. You didn't have to run that back. We all got that, to be honest, fam. And, like, you're not even using their names in different ways. You're using them in the literal sense. Like, you can't run something back that already has been said literally. Like, I'm just saying. I don't know. I'm trying to be nice. It does come across as like an insult to our intelligence at that point. You're running something back that you blatantly said the first time. And I don't like running things back that much unless like it's really, really useful to what you're doing. Like, if you don't do it right, don't do it. That's kind of my motto. I don't know, let people catch it. Only run it back if it's like something that isn't going to be caught right away. Or something that guaranteed isn't going to be caught by anyone on the first listen. Because otherwise you're just repeating a bar and kind of wasting time. And then you're assuming that we didn't get it. Which, as a listener, yeah, don't insult my intelligence that way by assuming I don't get something. I don't know. There is a certain amount of, like, either you thought I was that dumb, or you were, to not get it right away. And that doesn't look good on you. I'm just saying. But other than that, I mean, I guess he's gassing, but he's been, like, kind of, I don't know, it feels like he's setting himself up for a haymaker the entire round, but then that haymaker is never really coming. What's the metaphor, though? it was okay. No. It was okay. I fuck with it. Can't bully someone who fights back. I like that bar. Like, he had a couple decent ones in there. Like, don't get me wrong, it wasn't all bad. He is a good rapper. Like, I don't know, aesthetically, it all goes together well. I just, I wish you would kind of chill out on the body movements, you know, like, it's cool to, like, have some movement, but, like, I don't know, he's kind of all over the place, and, like, it's almost like he's gonna break out into a dance at any moment, and, I don't know, if it's one bar, you know, where he does that, then cool, but, like, he's dancing in every other fucking bar, fam. Like, it's really off-putting to me, and then the fucking way he's talking as if every line is setting up a haymaker when it's really not. And then little things that just kind of aggravate me. But other than that, like, it's not bad. It's good rapping. It's, I would like to see that on a beat, actually. You know, that style could be cool on a beat. But in a battle, it's a bit... It does come across not as authentic. And I think one of V's best qualities there was being, like, really genuine and authentic in his round. Or at least coming across that way. If I took their bars and just evaluated them, they're about equal, I would say. Yeah, I would say about equal. I'm gonna give it to V. His name makes it sound like I'm saying something inappropriate all the time, but it's just my mind. But yeah, I think he won that. I think they both had the same amount of good bars. V had less bad bars. And the authenticity was a big thing to me. When someone comes across as, like, really genuine, if you come across not genuine afterwards, it's exaggerated to the viewer, you know? And yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying, like, he's a fake person or whatever, but whatever, you know what I'm saying. He's trash. No, I'm joking. He's a good rapper. They're both good rappers, good battle. I just liked V better for a couple reasons. And if someone, you know, had a differing opinion, I can kind of see why. But I personally gave it to V. So, yeah, that's that battle. I don't know how to end things.